Bum 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 bum. What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? All right. Here. Here. Sorry guys, I'm just getting my life together. Getting my life together. Hey, we're chilling. What's up, Crypto Marco Co? What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I'm just typing out a couple real quick things. Bum 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 bum. Like that. Oh man, can't edit. Hey man, no worries. Hey, don't sweat it, Crypto Marco Co. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate the support. I want to do that. 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 Nailed it. Nailed it. All right. So, hold on. Let's here. Live chat. All right. Let's get. Man, I got something special. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How do you not like that? Yes. All right. Man, I guess I have a lot to talk about. So where should we start? Well, I guess if you're a Patreon, you already know. And I appreciate if you don't share, a ton about that. So I think I mentioned on the stream before, I had a project reach out to me and asked if I would be interested in coming on full time to help their project. And I decided to accept. So now I work in Web3 in the GameFi space. And I'm super pumped, super excited. I can't yet announce what the project is because they haven't shared it with their own community just yet, and I want to make sure I'm being respectful there. But yeah. So I'm super excited about this kind of new part of my crypto journey, right? So it's been a long road. I have my YouTube channel pulled up here, and we've been putting content out over a year, pretty much. Let's see, almost a year. And my journey in kind of entering the whole YouTube thing was super interesting. I got I think I mentioned it before, but at one point I worked your typical 9-to-5, your typical white collar job, was making decent money, but I was just fed up with all the politics and drama and BS. And so when COVID came around and I ended up losing my job during COVID, I felt completely defeated, right? Because that 9-to-5 work life was all I knew. So man, this song is hard. I kind of made the decision to go my different path, right? Go a different way. And I wanted to try this whole YouTube thing. I watched people like Andre Jick, Graham Stephan, some of those channels blow up and had mad respect for them, and I want to try it out. The channel itself, I think ultimately it was a great success, right? Ultimately, I think we've done a lot of really good here. I can confidently say, like, I never sold out. If we covered a project or paid to cover a project, like, it's something I personally used and can vouch for. And I think, honestly, we've had, I think, 250,000 views across all the different videos. I think we've helped people look at a couple different ways to evaluate cryptocurrency projects that maybe otherwise they wouldn't have had, right? So all that is super, super cool. So anyways, I guess the long and short of it is I had a project reach out, ask if I'd be interested in coming on board as an employee. I've accepted that, and we are going to be kind of putting the YouTube channel on hold for about the next 30 days. And the reason for that is I need to be laser focused and making sure I'm a great success, right, in working with these folks right off the bat. So I guess from a subscriber standpoint, what you can kind of expect going forward. So again, not a ton of content probably over the next 30 days. After that, though, I think my goal is going to be a once a week upload, and then hopefully have it really, really high quality, right? Like, well edited, not just me rambling for 25 minutes, but hopefully giving you guys the alpha that you need to make wise investing decisions. So, yeah, that's kind of that. So, in essence, YouTube channel is going to be put on hold for 30 days. I have accepted a job in the Web3 gaming space, and yeah, look forward to kind of testing out some new adventures. What's up, Mohammed? Welcome to the stream, brother. So today, I had a couple small things I wanted to share with you guys that I thought might be helpful, but really this is for you guys. So if you have a project that you want me to review or you want to get my thoughts on, just hit me up in the comments, and like, the next 45 minutes, I'm all yours. Like, whatever you want to talk about. So, yeah, take a drink. Crypto Marco, yeah, man, 100%. 100%. So I'm still going to be very, very active in Patreon. I'm like walking a tightrope here, because I don't like it's going to be my job to get people excited about this project that I'm working with. And I don't want to misuse that when it comes to like this channel or Patreon supporters. But from some of the initial conversations that I've had and some of the analysis that I've done, it looks to be like a very fruitful opportunity for folks who are looking for a legitimate GameFi project. So anyways, I'll share some of that kind of alpha in the Patreon, keep you guys up to speed. And then obviously, if there's anything you guys want me to share my insight on or talk about, definitely just message me on Patreon. And then in Discord too, like, I have my Discord opened every single day, so you can definitely feel free to hit me up in there. But all right, so one of the things I wanted to talk about is a couple weeks ago, and I mentioned this on yesterday's stream, that we came across this project, Crypto Unicorns, right? And I did a review of it, and the project is kind of blowing up. I think it's the RBW token. And part of it hasn't really been felt in the price just yet. I think the ICO price was like 50 cents or 70 cents. But a lot of folks in the know in GameFi keep talking about Crypto Unicorn. So I think this thing has a lot of potential. But what I wanted to do is share with you how I came across it, right? How did this thing even hit my desk? And so there's a couple examples I pulled up here. So when you go and do a Google search, if you add these quotation marks around a term, it only pulls up results with that term, okay? And then if you come over here to tools, and you sort by, let's say, past week or even past 24 hours, that one might be fun. Let's see, past 24 hours. Now you see all the different projects that have raised money. Okay. In addition to that, now you're starting to see things that have token sales upcoming. So what I did is I went through and I started opening all these, looking at the projects, going to their website, trying to see who's backing it, right? Are they backed from a major VC firm that we've talked about on this channel before? Your Alameda Researches, your Animica Brands, that type of thing. And then if they are, then it could present a really, really good opportunity. So like this one right here, I've never heard of this thing before. Okay, so we pulled up the website. Website seems fairly legitimate. Now I'm scrolling down here and I'm looking at their official partners. So I'm not familiar with any of these VC firms. Obviously, I'm familiar with Polygon. I am familiar with GuildFi. That is a DAO that is legitimate. So this could be very likely something worth you researching and seeing if you can get in on the token drop. Okay. And so you can kind of keep doing that, right? So there was another one. Go to page 2. Moonstarter. Interlock. Community whitelist. Like again, pretty much what it does, it helps kind of pull up some of the potential ICO opportunities that you can then go ahead and use the process we've used on this channel over and over again to research them and see if they're worth you backing. All right. What we got? Mohammed, thanks. I want to ask you about Fetch AI coin. I bought it 22 cents and it is 45 cents now, 54 cents yesterday. Should I sell or the project can be more bullish? It's artificial intelligence token. Yeah, let's take a look. So let's look at Fetch AI. So let's see. So it launched 2019. 10,000 million, a billion tokens, 65% of already in circulation. Coinbase, Binance. Is that where they're listed or are those partners? Okay, that's where they're listed. So that's cool. That's cool. What do they do? A better autonomous ecosystem. Encryption. Out of the box scalability. Built on Cosmos. Okay, so they provide a way for you to go ahead and manage validators. Increase yields, passive income, reward system. Okay. Yeah, so this seems like a legitimate project. So the next thing I would look at is the team. Oh, hold on. Actually, I'm going to look at the careers page. Are they hiring people? Oh, yeah. They're hiring some folks. They're hiring a couple people. That's cool. Then we look at the team. Why don't they have, I guess, then. So pretty much what I'm doing is I'm trying to scan this thing from a high level and see if it's legit. It seems very legit. Coinbase has done a great job of not listing garbage. Channel, check out their Twitter. 100,000 followers. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this up on my personal Twitter and see if anybody that I respect is following them. Yeah, it looks like they're followed by mostly exchanges. They're not really thought leaders in Twitter space. But yeah, okay. So I guess that we checked the box. Okay, so it seems like a legitimate project. You said you bought it at 22 and you've doubled your money right now. Should you buy it or should you sell it? I think really it comes down to what you're trying to do. Okay. Um, are you like is your goal investing in this thing short term? Right? Do you have enough money to take care of your family? Have you established a savings? Kind of give you a little bit of a nest egg if something were to happen and you need to kind of pull from that and live off of that. Are you feeling like this could be a long-term play? Um, I would say so. Like, I'm not a big chart guy, right? Not a big chart. Let's see, pull up the 1 year. So just about everything pumped in November. So really what you would be looking at is like, could it break 82 cents? Could it break 82 cents? And then if it does, now you have the opportunity of a lot more upside. So I guess if I were in your position, what I would do is I would probably go ahead and sell half, right? So you're taking out your original principal. So the original money you put in, you're taking it out. You're locked in. You, no matter what happens, you made a profit. And then the rest of it, I would just ride it. I'd forget about it for a couple years and hopefully come back to, you know, tens and thousands of dollars. Not financial advice, but that's what I would do. What else we got? Scott Lopes. The FINA Finance was $9, now 45 cents. What's your thoughts? Okay, it's pulled up. FINA. All right, so all time. This thing launched late last year. It rallied along with everything else in November. Then it's been dead since. 100 million tokens. That's not very many tokens, so that's a good thing. Unfortunately, they only have 8% in circulation right now. So I'm not sure what their circulation schedule looks like, right? How many more tokens they are unlocking throughout this year and years. Let's see. Website is pretty cool. Kind of reminds me of Zelda a little bit. All right, so get all this stuff out of here. Investors. So again, I'm just scanning this through to see if I'm familiar with any of these. And I'm not. Again, doesn't mean a bad thing. Like I've heard of OKX, I've heard of Haboy. Those are Asia-based exchanges that oftentimes bootstrap gaming projects. So there is a little bit of a stamp of confidence. What I've seen from these type of exchanges, though, is that they typically sell pretty rapidly, right? They have short vesting schedules or instant unlocks on token generation, and they typically sell pretty aggressively. The art looks really cool. Art looks really cool. Okay, so let's see. No, I'm not downloading the game. Docs. Okay, so I guess the question is, well, a couple things. Number one, this thing is still super early, right? It's been around less than 6 months. So if the market goes ahead and has another pump, especially in GameFi, could that benefit this project, right? And regardless of if it's legitimate or not, it'll likely pump because it's part of GameFi. What else we got? Okay, cool. All right, so let's see what else we got. Okay, so it's a card battler. I don't understand. I'd have to research more to understand why they have rules about how much you could withdraw. That seems a little unfriendly to players. Okay, so you use it to buy mystery boxes, mint your heroes, buy and sell them on the marketplace. You can buy in-game consumables. You can enhance your heroes by like a breeding system and stake. So, do you actually play this game? Let's start there, Brody. See what Brody says. Why sell your winners? You have half after 100% profit left holding your underperformers. I don't think that's a great strat, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, it really depends. Right? Like, um, so in his example, let's say you put in $1,000 and now he's at $2,000. Okay, so he cashes out his principal. Now he has opportunity cost. So if that's a project that he loves, there's nothing stopping him from dollar cost averaging back into it, right? And now he's going to have a much lower cost basis if he spreads that out over, a year or what have you, depending on the market. He could also go ahead and take that money and use it to earn passive income. He could buy NFTs and use a scholarship program to earn yield. He could lend it to earn yield. He could stake it in like a stable coin to earn yield. All those different things. Meanwhile, the other $1,000 that he has in the project is still going, right? 50 cents for a token really isn't that much, especially with how much of it was unlocked? 65% of the token is already unlocked. So I don't know. I think you are right, and it does depend on what your goals are, right? If your risk tolerance is much higher and you just sit and hodl that thing and go as it goes, then yeah, you could totally just hold it. But I think if it were me, I would sell half, lock in those profits, put that money to work somewhere else, either dollar cost average into the projects I already like, wait for a bear market to appear, and then use those to go ahead and buy those deep dips on the projects like I truly, truly believe in, or just earn yield off of it in some way. But that's me. That's what I would do. Also, I need to stop shaking my desk because it shakes my pretty bad. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, so I guess circling back to your project, Defina. So for me, I personally would dig into the founders, see if they have a track record of launching fun to play games or crypto experience, both. Then I would actually play the game, see if it's fun. Because if it isn't fun, no one's going to play it. And then, like, all the economic effects of creating collectible cards and battling and breeding and enhancing your character, like, all that is worth nothing because no one's actually playing it. So I think that would be a good thing to take a look at. Is it actually enjoyable to play? And then from there, I mean, it definitely seems promising. Like from an artwork standpoint, it seems pretty cool. The challenge though is like it really isn't that expensive to pay an artist to craft 1,000 NFTs, and then incorporate those into a game mechanic system that's like a copy and paste of other game mechanic systems. So you do have to be careful there, but it seems interesting. Seems super interesting. What else we got? I think we already covered that. It's the best financial advice you gave. That's why I usually do sell half after 100% profit. Thank you. God bless you. No, man, God bless you. Yeah. So, I guess to recap for everybody who just hopped on. So, I had a project that we've covered on this channel. Reach out and ask if I wanted to come on board and manage some aspects of their community forum. I've accepted that. And now I actually properly work in Web3 gaming, which is pretty cool. The YouTube channel, my plan is for the next 30 days, probably not to post a ton of content. We kind of have a pretty important milestone that we need to hammer down in 30 days. But after that, how I envision this going is that I will likely continue to post to the channel at least once a week, and then hopefully have some really high quality content, right? Like, I know my videos can go long and I can be monotone and they're not edited very well and I get off on tangents that may or may not be interesting. And I respect you guys' time and your attention. I want to do better. So after the 30 days, hopefully we'll be able to kind of come back and get some really, really cool content out for you guys. What else we got? Do you realistically expect another bear market? So, yeah, yeah. I mean, why not? Right? If we can have bull markets, we'll have bear markets. I think again, it kind of goes back to like your personality and how you're investing and getting after these things. But for like me personally, like I honestly don't check my portfolio ever. Like I think the last time I looked at my portfolio as a whole was probably 2 months ago. Okay. So for me, I'm thinking long term. I'm thinking 5 years, right? 10 years, that type of thing. Um, the bull markets, the bear markets really don't impact me a lot. The only difference though is, you know, again, locking in those profits, putting them into stable coins that are just kind of sitting there idle. And then when the market does hit a deep bear, and I feel like the things I love, the things I've already researched, like I know the founders, I know the tokenomics, I believe in the product, like all that stuff, then go ahead and going in and dollar cost averaging and buying back into those to increase and stack how many tokens I have there. Like that's my whole approach. And then just rinse and repeat. Keep doing it. Um, I would say too, actually, Mohammed, I don't know if you're still out there, but one thing to keep in mind too, based depending on where you're based, is taxes. Okay, so like in the United States, if you had that token, that fetch AI, and you got a 50% profit, and you held that last less than a year, the depending on what your income is, the tax rate that you're going to be charged for your capital gains tax is going to be a lot higher than if you would hold it over a year. So there's like all these different things you have to factor in. But you also had a whole bunch of losses, then it doesn't really matter because they kind of wash each other out. But a couple things to keep in mind. What else we got? Brody, did you see my earlier comments? Maybe I missed it. My bad. Oh yeah, I missed them. Sorry, brother. Let's see what we got. I can't help but be completely enamored by the vision behind Cardano. I know there are a lot of good projects out there, but in my honest opinion, it's unmatched. Yeah, I like Cardano too. I like Cardano too. You know, I think what happens is um, the vast majority of retail traders are very impatient, and so they look for like any sign for a bull or a bear scenario on the most popular tokens. And especially if those tokens are cheap, like Cardano is, it's just like it's like a magnifying glass for paper hands to overanalyze that project and think about all the different reasons why it could fail. So like for me personally, I think that pretty much every layer one has an opportunity right now to siphon off total value lock from Ethereum. Now, if they can keep it, is a whole nother story. But for the short term, we really don't care, right? If they can pull, you know, half a billion dollars of TVL or something crazy like that, from Ethereum to their blockchain, and they get those users on there, then the developers come. Now they're able to build more on it, like a flywheel effect. It keeps going. So, yeah, all those other layer ones, I think they have a lot of opportunity right now. You know, your Cardano. I'm a big Polkadot guy, big Kusama guy. Love both of those projects. Solana, I think, is another one to watch. Yeah, there's a Cosmos. Like, there's a whole bunch of projects out there that I think will do really well. What else we got? Brody, it occurred to me that if Bitcoin ever goes through another bear market, done. It relies on its price to keep money flowing in to mining operations. So if the price drops, the hash rate will too. Yeah, I mean, I, I guess just being honest, um, I don't know what the allocation looks like from what the miners hold versus what institutional investors hold. But I'm of the belief that Bitcoin has been accepted by smart money, and that trend will likely continue. and they will likely continue to hodl those tokens. And so bear market, bull market, I think we're going to have a much higher floor than we've had in the past, and I think that'll just kind of continue. Um, you know, what happens with the miners and all that? I guess I'm not smart enough to kind of give my opinion on it, being honest. But I feel pretty good about crypto overall. What else we get? Scott Lopes, thanks for the review. You're the best. No, brother, you're the best. I appreciate you hanging out with me. Brody Allen about Bitcoin. Yeah. Scott Lopes, want to thank you for commenting on Moonriver in the past. Settled my nerves. I bought a big bag at 345. Yeah, dude, I wouldn't, in my opinion, I wouldn't panic about Moonriver. If we pull up the chart, I think it's around $70 right now, right? So you're down quite a bit. But just stake that sucker. Just stake those if you believe in it, okay? If you believe in it, just stake those tokens and forget about it. It's already shown through the last bull market that its ceiling is around what? We'll call it 460, 470. So when other people go to invest in this thing, they're going to see this as the historical price. So as it begins to rally up, people are going to be like, oh, dang, it's at $200. But at one point, it was at $400. If I just keep buying, if I just keep holding. And so for all the people who hold the token, it kind of benefits you. Another thing you could do too, if you do truly believe in it, is you could also continue to add money into Moonriver. And I know it's kind of like a scary thing to talk about, but if you were to dollar cost average and continue to buy Moonriver, throughout the rest of the year, that would lower your cost basis quite a bit. Another strategy there too is depending on what your overall income is and how much you've made from crypto and stocks and all of that. But you could also go ahead and look at selling a portion of it to lock in some capital losses to offset your other capital gains from the year, right? And then you can kind of carry some of that stuff forward too. So yeah, there's a lot of different strategies you can employ. I would say Moonriver, Moonbeam, Polkadot, Kusama, Akala, Karura. There's another one I'm forgetting. Those are like 90% of my portfolio. So if that tells you anything, that's kind of where I'm at with that whole ecosystem. Yeah. So jumping back, there was another thing I wanted to share real quick. So I think she's in the backyard, big boy. I think mommy's in the backyard. My son's trying to break in. Okay, so another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about while I have you is after all the videos I've done and all the research I've done, I've really landed on two ways to make money in GameFi. I'm not so much a fan anymore of buying the token on the open market because I feel like the potential for your gains are just so small and the risk is so much higher. So really it comes down to either A, being a real contributing member in the community and maybe falling into a job in crypto, which is pretty much what just happened to me with the project I'm going to be working with. Or two, having the ability to get into the NFTs or the tokens before they list to the public. Okay, like all the big venture capital firms, like that's where they make their money. That's where they get their 1000x gains, and really retail becomes bag holders until other retail comes along and kind of fills those up, right? So one place to look for up and coming drops is on Copper Launch. Now, I personally haven't used it before. I almost did, and again, I don't want to sound like a broken record here, but when we reviewed crypto unicorns, they launched through this thing. So to go ahead and support the ICO, the token was 77 cents. And right now, in kind of this bear market flatline type environment, it's trading at 245. Okay, so right off the bat, you would have more than doubled your money. So what I would recommend, if you also have confidence in this type of approach, is to pull these type of sites up and just research them, right? Like they have this one right here that ends in about a day. Current price is 43 cents. So if we go ahead, we click on view, there should be a link in here, probably down here at the bottom, more info. Okay, now you're brought to the website. Okay, so from here, again, you're looking to see if they're backed by anybody that we trust. I'm not seeing any major brands here. It is interesting that they're saying that they're supported on all these different chains. That seems pretty impressive. The next thing you want to do is take a look at the team, see if they have crypto experience. Looks like they're saying that they do. Looks like they also have a pretty robust team. And then from there, pull these people up on LinkedIn, try and check them out. I don't think it'll open my LinkedIn because I'm not logged in. But vet them. Make sure they're legit. On Crunchbase. So, is that the same guy? Where's he at? Travis Prairies? I don't know. I don't know if that's the same guy. It looks like it's the same guy. So assuming it is, right? Now we know where he's been. Looks like he's been an engineer. He started a company. You can click on some of these things, like what the hell is CryptoNaut? It only has one employee, probably him, right? So again, you can kind of like begin to dig into these things and see if you can find a diamond in the rough. So it looks like he launched an app that likely nobody, but still, whatever. Now you know. And just kind of continue to go through that process. And then also too, we've done searches. Like if you use these quotation marks around key terms like private sale, crypto, crypto gaming, private sale, crypto whitelist, like and then actually go ahead and hit your tools and sort it by the past week. Like now you're given like a really refined list of things to look at right now, like the hot stuff that's coming up. And 95% of it's going to be garbage, scams. But hopefully in here, there's some winners. Like what the hell is Arcade? All right, Arcade. Got a website? A website, Arcade? No. Okay, that's a bad look. They don't have a website. That's probably not one you want to be in. What else we got? Are there any projects which particularly interest you? A link to Copper Launch. Yeah, hold on. It's just copperlaunch.com. There you go. Let's see. A trustworthy backer. So I'm a big fan. I'll type these in here too, so you can have Animica Brands, Polychain Capital, Delphi Digital. There's a few more. Crypto. Sorry, my camera wiggles when I type. Kind of annoying. My bad, guys. Also, if you ever see Coinbase, they have a VC arm that 100% you should respect. Pantera Capital, A16Z, Anderson Horowitz, that's their project. and these other ones I'm unfamiliar. So pretty much, if you were to like it as an example, right? So if we were to come into crypto unicorns, so this is what happened, right? So I pulled up crypto unicorns, and I think I just scrolled down here. So no, so I typed in crypto unicorns after I found it in like a search like this. Okay, and I came on their website, and immediately I was like, okay, this art is cool. This is cool. And then I think I scrolled down, saw that they had some more stuff built out. And then if you click on, was it their white paper, possibly? Yeah, white paper. And immediately I went to partners. Okay. And you can see that they're already set up with GuildFi, again, another guild. They're set up with Yield Guild Games, which is a massive guild. And then they're backed by Delphi Digital, as well as Polygon Studios, which is another one. And then from there, then I was like, okay, they're checking some of the boxes. Then you go and you look at the team. And these people are coming from LucasArts, from EA, Blizzard, Activision, Unity. Like everything's checking boxes. So if you're thinking about taking some money and like throwing it at the wall for a potential 100x, like you can't do much better than people with legitimate gaming experience backed by real VC firms that have been successful in crypto. They have some really cool art, really cool approach. Boom, done. And so yeah, that's kind of like that's my thought process boiled down in a little. So I guess circling back to your question on things that I'm really excited about. Hmm. Yeah, I wonder if I could pull up my portfolio. Hold on. Hold on. I'll show you. I'll show you what's in my portfolio right now. All right. So so the tracker that I use to track this actually broke. Like the funds aren't right. But from a gaming standpoint, this is my current GameFi portfolio. I don't know if I could share that. No, I can't. You just have to remember it. Um, and like the prices are all busted, and these prices aren't accurate either. But my plan with this is when I created this portfolio was 20 to 25 GameFi projects that I've vetted on the channel, right? So I've spent several hours researching it. I go ahead and I put $100 into each of them with the hope that some of them will blow up, right? And we kind of have it down here, the VC power law curve, where in essence, 90% of your deals earn less than 10x, and about 50% of them lose you money. So you're really trying to you're trying to spread a wide net to try and get as many opportunities at bat to have something blow up. Okay. There's that. And then again, all the numbers are off. I'm not a trillionaire. But as you can see here, I am huge in the Polkadot and Kusama ecosystem. Yeah, I am a huge fan. And then for these, really, I'm not planning on flipping them anytime soon. I'm just planning on hodling these things. Oh, I guess I need the money, and then I'll go ahead and I'll sell. But and then at one point I had some meme coins, but I sold them after I captured profits, find some other stuff. But hopefully that's helpful. Do you do any yield farming? No, and see that's one of the challenges too with the channel is so my schedule right now is wake up in the morning. I do about 5 hours of research into a project before I make a video on it. I have an hour where I'm live streaming it, about an hour where I'm editing it. And at that point in the day, like I'm exhausted. I'm beat up. And so having a more active role in putting my money to work, I haven't been doing as good of a job there as I would have liked. Like we talked about, I think it was yesterday when we covered Yield Guild games, right? So I went out and I bought tokens for these things, for the games, when I probably could go out and actually buy NFT assets, use something like a YGG to turn them over to a scholar, and then earn actual yield off of them. So rather than just having exposure to the token appreciating, I could buy something that will earn me income in perpetuity, assuming that the project doesn't fall apart. So like my whole investing strategy has kind of evolved as we've continued to review projects. I've talked to people, I've seen what's working, what isn't working, like all that good stuff. See, could you put your stack to work? Yeah, and actually I should back up a little bit. So my GameFi portfolio, none of this is doing any work. This is just something I'm holding in various wallets. My personal portfolio, um, the Polkadot and the Kusama are all locked up into crowd loans, or they are staked in earning APY. For Moon River Moonbeam, both of those are staked and are earning tokens. My Karura tokens, I think right now are doing nothing, which kind of sucks. Um, my Akala tokens, the percentage that I have right now are also staked. I have some other ones that are still vesting. KUSD, that's like the stable coin within Kusama. I think that's doing nothing right now. I don't know why I have Polkadot twice. Kilt, I tried to make that one. I tried to stake that one, but I don't hit the minimum. So right now those are just kind of sitting. And then Remark, I have in a liquidity pool. So like my long-term HODL portfolio, I've done a decent job of putting that to work. But I guess for GameFi in particular, just buying the assets and not doing anything with them, I could do a lot better there. That makes sense. Um, cool. Cool. I was thinking about, and I don't know if it'd be helpful. I was thinking about creating like a document. It's like a funnel almost, right? So like um all the different crypto games right here at the top. And then what check boxes do they have to hit in order to come out the bottom of the funnel and me to actually buy them? And like creating like a workflow and then just sharing it with people, um hopefully positively influence their investing decisions. But I might go ahead and look at putting something like that together. Not too just. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of it. So I think I'll probably go ahead and I'll wrap up this live stream. But again, just from what to expect going forward. So I did take a position in a Web3 gaming company, and I'm going to be focusing on that full time for the next 30 days. After that, I will continue to upload to this channel, hopefully better content all around. And then if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, I don't know if you're in the Discord, but definitely feel free to join it. Let me grab link, copy. If you're not in the Discord, feel free to hop in there. I'm in there every single day. Like if you have a question, I'm more than happy to help you. But yeah, that's kind of the deal. I know, man. If only the numbers were real. Like all these numbers are busted. But I think I know in like no. I know in the summer of last year the portfolio overall was worth like 60 grand. And then I think right now it's probably more around like 15 or 17 because the market took a dump. But I'm hodling. We'll see what happens. Cool. All right, guys. Well, this is awesome. Thank you so much for hopping on our last live stream for likely the next 30 days. Once they go ahead and they announce it to the community, the project I'm going to be working with, then I'll probably go ahead and make a post on the YouTube channel and the Discord. So if you want to come along and be a part of that journey, then feel free. But yeah, what you got? All right, guys. Well, I'll see you, I guess, in 30 days. Wish me luck. All right. Peace.